welcome back to Labyrinth Butterfly. How's it going, everybody? I wanted to do a really impromptu video because there's a subject matter that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I just thought I might just, sit down here. The sun is pouring through the window and try to soak in some of that divine energy and see where my thoughts go with this. Because it's been coming up, and I think it's a really valid thing to talk about. I think a lot of twins are experiencing some huge shifts in consciousness, and I'm going to discuss what mine are around this, because with anything else you can't really know exactly what other people are going through, right? But what I'm feeling is that I have been somehow activated to this point where my soul family is coming in waves that are so powerful and intense, that it's like I feel like this sense of home around these certain people, and it's almost like all of the energetics, like all my chakras align when I'm in the energy field or the presence or the awareness of these other beings, right? And so I know that there's these terms that are kind of floating around on YouTube and stuff about false twin flames and what does this mean and blah, blah, blah. But I think that my consciousness is getting to a realization about what that means, right? Because it's like no one, I believe, who identifies with the journey of being a twin flame can potentially be false in that knowing. However, I feel that some people may be resonating with other twins who they're identifying as their twin flame when that may not be their twin flame, So where am I going with this? I am very consciously aware of my twin soul family. So my brothers and sisters who are on their own journeys, but yet we're all kind of on the same journey. Like, we're on this path together, and it's a collective mission, but it's also very individualized, So like some twin flame readers I really, really resonate with, or I connect with. Others I don't as much, but that may just be because our missions are different or diverse, or our energies are different, or whatever it is. It's no judgment whatsoever. It's just who you really feel like you come together with and you join with. So I'm going to introduce this element of sacred geometry. So if you don't know what the seed of life is, I want you to look that up. I'm sure that you can find it massive amounts on YouTube or on other internet sources and channels and websites. So as individual star seeds, we are, in essence, a seed of life. We are our own energy body. We are our own energy patterning. We are this perfection of this seed, okay? Now, if we're choosing to do our work, and I'm not just discussing twin flames or, soulmates or anything like these concepts or these words. I'm talking about all of us are star seeds. All of us are a seed in this pattern, in this flower of life, which is the larger connection. So if we're a seed, then we have a seed that connects to us, and then another seed that connects to us, and another seed that connects to us, and another seed that connects to us, right? And so we form this grid, And that becomes like this stitched together fabric of life. So what I have been realizing more lately on a physical, tangible, energetic level is that when I am really fully centered in my seed, when I'm really centered energetically, I can sense who those direct links are to me, like which seeds are actually connected to me. And those people are very sacred people. And in my specific case scenario, those people are proving to be other twins. Now, is there a space in that geometry for my twin flame? Of course, absolutely, 100%. Either, we're connected side by side, or maybe we're connected like this mirror image or whatever. But either way, yes, absolute. So what I'm trying to get at is, when we have these really powerful connections with other people, right? And we know that it's a soul connection and they're a soulmate, and there's something that is just like drawing us to them, and maybe it's through like the creative arts or music or poetry or work, outreach, gardening. I mean, things that, generally speaking, twin flame collective individuals are divinely guided on mission to do here, because we are, beings come to raise the vibration, change the vibration, restructure the frequency of love on this planet, really hold the Earth Mother in our hearts and our hands, and nurture her as she's nurtured us all of these many, many, many moons. So when you come to those realizations, that's your soul family. Those are the people that are like connecting with you, that are in this grid with you. And the reason why they're coming in, and the reason why they're finding you, is because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You're more complete in terms of getting closer to your balance of divine masculine and divine feminine within. So I truly feel that is, not to necessarily be considered like a false twin flame relationship whatsoever. That's more like, this is my twin soul brother. This is my twin soul sister, right? And then honoring those relationships. So what also happens in a lot of releasing and cleansing from the old paradigm of relationship is, we get all this fear that starts to bubble up to the surface, because so many people are solely focused on their twin flame connection of, wanting that relationship to be in the physical, of wanting that to be in the here and the now, wanting that to be everything, of wanting that to be like the Ten of Cups energy, with the house and the hill and the marriage and the children and the dog and the family and the, everything, right? However, in so many regards, that's not necessarily the case of how we see these relationships really work, because that is modeling an older paradigm. And it doesn't mean that they can't work. It doesn't mean that, some twin flames are not meant to live together, build together, grow together, those things, right? That's not what I'm saying. But I am truly saying that when we're only focusing on that one being our source of connection, we forget and we miss out on all of our deep spiritual connections with our soul family. So I'm really making this video because I want to honor and give thanks for my soul brothers and sisters, and just to say, I see you and I love you, and I'm here for you, and I'm committed on this journey and on this path to, being really honest about who those people are to me, and understanding what our goals in a collective mission sense are, and how we actually do balance one another and support one another. And that's part of creating family in this new earth model that doesn't look like the nuclear family of the past. That means maybe we come together in collective unions, and we build homes together, and we raise each other's children together, and we hold each other when we need to be held, and we cry together when we need to cry, and we support each other online, and we help each other grow and build businesses, and have further outreach in the community and in the world, right? This is, look at this sun just beaming into this video message. It's brilliant and so bright, and so I just want to really say that give thanks for your soul family, and recognize that they are a huge part of your journey, and they're not gonna go anywhere unless you push them away, right? So honor them and practice with your collective soul family. Practice unconditional love with them. Practice acceptance. Practice non-judgment. Practice releasing old habits of codependency. Realizing when those things are coming up for you, and talk about them and express them to one another and share them, because doing all of this work is going to help you build and grow your relationship with your twin flame even more, because that's the work that you need to do together with that other soul, with your soul, with your counterpart. So I feel like I'm whiting out on the screen. I can't even really see myself anymore. The sun is burning so bright. Is there anything else I want to add to that? I don't know. I think that's it, really. I just wanted to put that message out there, and I'm really excited about this understanding and being able to feel the connections energetically with other people. And I will add this point, and this is a very good point, because I think a lot of people get stuck in attraction, meaning when you meet someone or somebody is recognizable to you as somebody who is like a soulmate connection, and you feel like your kundalini energy gets shook, and you kind of feel that rise inside of you, and you automatically are being hit in your lower chakras by some kind of energy field that you feel like, oh, this person is, I'm drawn to them, I have a sexual attraction to them, I'm supposed to be with them, they're the one to complete me. That's getting stuck and hung up in the old, right, in the codependent habits of I need somebody to complete me. Whereas, I feel like the body and the energy systems in the body are very similar to like a tree. We feel that energy come through the earth, through our feet, through our lower chakras, and hit us there first. And so oftentimes the sexual attraction, what's perceived as that, is nothing more than, a person entering your energy field and you realizing that you have work to do with this being. So remind yourself of that, and don't follow that and get stuck there, because the idea is to take that individual, and to look at yourself and witness what's going on for you, and what thoughts are coming up, and what, you know, insecurities that are rising to the surface, and what you're automatically like looking for outside of yourself all of a sudden in this other person, that this neediness may fall into that pattern, you know, and recognize that that is an older trait that's being triggered for you to be aware of it. And also, you know, not everybody that we meet that we have that energy with is meant to be a physical lover of ours, you know. I think that sexuality is thrown around way too frequently in a lot of ways, and I'm not judging. I am saying, like, you know, I've lived a very full life, and I've had a lot of my own lessons, and I've learned a lot in that, in regards to that. But I also feel that, you know, we can push situations away from us that are actually ones that we shouldn't be pushing away out of fear or out of lack of control or discipline of self, right? Like thinking, oh, I'm attracted to that person, I can't be around that person, because if I do, I'm going to do something that I regret, or I'm not going to be able to control myself. Well, that right there is something you need to look at, you know, because that's something that you need to look at. You know, we cannot control other people, but we can control our behaviors, we can control our intentions, and we can be honest, and we can be really real, right? So this is something that I'm going to share in a brief note here, because this is not what this video is about, and I'm not trying to sell anything, but I have been on a path that I chose to take a sankalpa, which is a firm determination, which is kind of like a vow, if you will. After a very turbulent point in my life, a very black night of the soul, if you will, dark night of the soul, and I chose to take a window of time, and that window is 1,008 days, because that's a very sacred number to me, and it's a significant amount of time. And in those 1,008 days and nights, I chose to self-partner with myself, reconnect with my inner child, and become whole and complete. Because I lived 20 years of my life easily, if not more, in and out of relationships, trying to find completion with another, instead of putting myself first, falling in love with myself first, and being able to really become fully activated, so that I could even hold a light, hold a torch to what I now understand to be a twin flame, okay? So I'm not preaching that everybody take, 3.5 years or whatever it is, 2.5 years of time, when you break down all of that, to be alone or be on their path. And again, the definition of what that means, being alone, being, without any friends, or being with friends, or disconnecting from partnerships, or choosing partnerships, all of these things have kind of, morphed and changed and revealed themselves to me over the course of time. And I'm not done with my 1,008-day journey yet. But in the course of taking that sankalpa and saying that I'm not going to take on partnership, lovers, these things, I'm really going to just take my time to love me. It's given me a chance to really have that honesty and openness on my plate, so that when I do have meetings with people, or I do meet people and I can feel an energetic attraction to me, or vice versa, and there's something that's going there, it's very straightforward. This is my path, this is my journey, this is what I'm choosing to do. And instantly there's a shift of energy that comes through that, because then that gets brushed aside. Okay, that's not going to happen. That's not what we're here to do. So what are we here to do? What are we really here to do? We're here to connect from our hearts, let our inner child step forward, be like children, find that innocence again, within the connection between one another. And then there's this whole level of like realness that has its beautiful moments to shine through. So this is how I'm choosing to heal. This is one way that has proven really beneficial to me, and I think it's really called in, soul family and my purpose, and I genuinely feel so guided and honored to be able to share this message today. So the new moon is coming in a few short days. I'm really excited. I feel like this is going to be a wonderful new moon, and I'm so looking forward to all of the energetics and magical encounters and meetings and things that occur. And I will be posting new moon readings for the Divine Feminine Collective and the Divine Masculine Collective, so please look for them probably the day of. And that's it for now. So thank you for this time together and this little afternoon chat in the sunshine. It was really beautiful, and I'm grateful, and I love my soul family, and I'm sending you lots of light and lots of love, and just blessings on your journey. And I'm so grateful to connect. So if you want to collaborate with me, if you are a twin, if you want to connect, go to my website. The information's in the description box below. Find me. Let's chat more. And yeah, onward and upward, love and light. Namaste, family. Blessings. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thanks.